Good morning, children. Welcome back to Mahila Samaja online classes. Class 7th Standard, Subject English, Topic Leg Trap, the continuation part. Before going to start the remaining part of the lesson, once we recall what we have learnt in previous class. Dheera was a shoeshine boy. He lived with his mother and his sister. After his school hours, he was polishing shoes near a cinema hall. One hot day, he sat under a tree and counting his earnings. He heard that a thief had robbed a necklace from the jewelry shop. He was very curious and wanted to go towards jewelry shop to know more details. But a customer came and asked him to polish his shoes. The customer looked like a rich man. Now we will continue the story. Through the corner of his eye, Dheera saw two policemen approaching. He was eager to ask them about the theft, but the customer seemed to have lost his temper. "You silly boy, you are not doing your job well," he cried, glancing quickly at the policeman. "Polish my shoes till they shine. There are still 5 more minutes for the show to be over." Dheera was disturbed. He must be an influential man. He may even complain about me to the policeman, he thought. So he concentrated his attention on polishing the shoe. As soon as he was done with the left shoe, Dheera said, "The other shoe, sir." The man put his other foot on the stand. "Hurry up, fellow. There are only 2 more minutes for the show to begin." Dheera saw two policemen were searching for the thief. He glanced at them and he wanted to have more information about the theft, but the customer lost his temper. He told Dheera to do his work quickly. So Dheera was frightened. He thought the customer must be an influential man and he would complain about him. So he concentrated on his work. And he finished the left shoe and asked the other shoe. The customer told Dheera to complete his work within 2 minutes. Next, funny, Dheera said to himself, a moment ago he was in no hurry, but now he is in a great hurry. Dheera dusted the shoe quickly and applied some polish to it. As he was about to shine it with the cloth, he found something sticking out of it at the back. What can it be? Dheera wondered. He bent his head to take a closer look. My goodness! Dheera could not understand the behavior of the customer. He continued his work. When Dheera was polishing the shoe, he found something sticking out of its back. He was wondered to see. He was wondered to see the gold necklace. The gold necklace sticking. The gold necklace sticking out of the shoe's back. So he was wondered. Next, that's all do boy. It's time, the man said, taking his foot off the stand. Dhira continued to shine the shoe with the cloth while the man fumbled in his wallet for change. The boy quickly tied the ends of the laces of the two shoes and got up without taking the coin the man held out and rushed to the policeman. He could hear the man yelling, "Hey, I'll get you, but what's happening?" The man fell flat on his face when he tried to walk. While he was struggling to get up, Dhira was back with the two policemen. They caught hold of him. Yes, he was the jewel thief. The gold necklace was found in his shoe and his beard in his pocket. He was taken to the police station. Of course, Dhira was praised for his presence of mind. He was also rewarded by the police and by the jailer. His school too honored him with a medal for his bravery. When Dhira was polishing the shoe, he found something sticking out of its back. It was nothing but gold necklace. So he thought a plan and he continued to shine the shoe with the cloth. When the man searched in his ear, fumbled means searched. He searched in his wallet for change. Dhira tied the ends of the laces of the two shoes together and rushed towards the policeman. The customer tried to run away, but he fell down. The two policemen came and arrested the jewel thief. The gold necklace was found in his shoe and his beard in his pocket. So, Dhira was praised for his presence of mind. That's why, children, reward for honesty, isn't it? And he was rewarded by the police and the jailer, and he was honored with medal for his bravery at his school also. So, honesty is the best policy. Though Dhira was a young boy, he was brave and showed his courage in finding the thief. Got it, children? I hope you have understood the story. And home assignment. What did Dhira find in the shoes? First question. What did Dhira find in the shoes? Second question. Where was the beard of the thief? Where was the beard of the thief? Third question. How did Dhira make the thief fall? How did Dhira make the thief fall? Next, children, we go to grammar part. Now, today we learn about articles. Okay? Children, take out page number 60. Here, the articles a, an, and the are determiners used before nouns and sometimes adjectives. A comes before singular nouns that begin with a consonant sound. For example, a rat, a unit, a xylophone. An comes before singular nouns that begin with a vowel sound or a mute H. An adult, an X-ray, an heiress. A and an are indefinite articles. They are used to speak of someone or something for the first time. They are used with a noun in general. For example, we have a test tomorrow. Ved wants to be an umpire. The is a definite article used to point out a noun. The articles a, an, and the can be used before an adjective that comes before a noun. For example, our school has got a new captain. Here, new is an adjective, captain is noun. The new captain was elected last week. Here, new is adjective, captain is noun. He is an intelligent boy. Here, intelligent is an adjective and boy noun. Got it, children? Then we use the when a person, place, animal or thing is mentioned a second time. For example, we have a test tomorrow. Here, test mentioned in first time, isn't it? We want to do well in the test. Here, test mentioned in second time. In first time, we used article a, but second time we used the. When we use the when there is only one such thing. For example, the moon, the sun, the Ganges is a sacred river, and the Taj Mahal is an epitome of love. The United States of America is a democratic country. We use the before ordinal numbers, before superlative adjectives. For example, the second seat in the row is mine. Here second is ordinal number. Already have learnt in mathematics, isn't it? Ordinal and cardinal numbers. You are the best. Here best is superlative degree, superlative adjective. Superlative degree of the adjective good, good, better, best. Before superlative adjective we use the. One more example. He is the tallest man. Here tallest is superlative degree. Now, already I told you, take out your textbook, page number 60. Fill in the blanks with a and the. Here you have to fill in the blanks with articles. There was a marriage in our village last week. Dash bridegroom. The bridegroom and his friends went around the village in an old cart drawn by an old horse. The cart fell into a ditch. We managed to pull the people out. The bridegroom was hurt and the others were unhurt. The bridegroom went through the wedding with a bandage on his forehead. Next, B. fill in the blanks with suitable articles. Once there was a poor merchant. He had a small shop. He sold bananas and other things in his shop. One day, an old man came to his shop. He was poor and in rags. The shopkeeper took pity on him and gave him some money. The poor man was pleased. He thanked the shopkeeper for his help. Next, more articles. I went to the airport at 6 a.m. yesterday. I had to catch a flight to Paris. The queue at the airport was very long, so I had to wait a long time. Once the plane took off, I ate a good meal, a rare occurrence on an aeroplane. Later, I fell asleep for about an hour. After I woke up, I felt refreshed. Generally, it was a smooth flight. Got it, children? These three means you have to complete in your textbook. I hope you have understood. Thank you, children.